Hey, this is your baby. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Look, look, you look the same. Hmm, crazy. Here is good guys, Chris here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're talking about the camera that I mentioned in my previous videos. It was actually the video before my birthday that happened at the end of July. And I told you that I want to buy another camera. And I mentioned three cameras that I wanted to buy. And they're all Leicas. And I actually asked you to interact and tell me what you think about each of the cameras that I mentioned. And I didn't get that much interaction, so I thought maybe it's not a good idea. And I went and bought something else. Okay guys, so today, like I said, we're talking about a camera, the one that I recently bought from eBay. Actually, this is a used camera, so there's not going to be any unboxing and anything. It's an old camera anyway, because you know me, I am trying to reenact the love of photography using old gear, good gear. And this is not a camera that I'm a stranger to, because I used it in the past. I actually made a few videos, I think, about it. Also, I put a video on IGTV. This is the Fujifilm X-E3. This camera has been released in 2016, if I remember correctly. It has a 24 megapixel external sensor, just like all the cameras that I own. And I always wanted to have this camera back because I sold it and I regret it. This was my workhorse for street photography in the past, and that is the purpose of this camera today. I wanted to use this for street photography. As you probably know, if you are subscribed to the channel, I tried another camera, the XF10, which is more suitable for street photography, being smaller and easy to use. But unfortunately, it didn't make the cut because the autofocus was terrible, in my opinion. I know people who are using it and they're very happy with, and I'm happy to see that it's just me. But for me, it didn't work, so I sent it back, and I was still thinking about buying a new camera. This is the one that I end up with. It's a small Leica. In my register, this one looks and feels like a small Leica. It's actually the baby camera of this one. This is the X Pro 2, and if you look at these two, they look exactly the same. They have the same buttons and dials. This one, it's a little bit newer than the X Pro 2, but nonetheless, they act the same. The sensor, it's pretty much the same. The autofocus is very good, even in tracking, so that won't be a problem for me to shoot all kinds of action, like I said, street photography or family shots, shooting my daughter, doing gymnastics and stuff like that. This camera is a lot to love about. And like I said, I'm not gonna do a full review now. If you're looking for that, please subscribe to the channel, and also share these videos with your friends, so more and more people will be around here, watch these beautiful videos and get helped, because that's what I'm trying to do. And let me know in the comments below if you want a full review of this camera. It's, like I said, an old camera. There are many people talking about it, and they talked about it in the past, so I'm not sure if that will be suitable for the channel. But if you do, I can do a full review and tell you everything about it. Today are just a few impressions of the camera that I didn't get to shoot much last time. So it doesn't have a tilt screen, which for some shooting street photography might be cumbersome. For me, it's not, because I'm not that kind of street shooter that shoots from the hip. I am usually shooting with the camera on my eye, so an EVF, it's pretty important to me, and the XF10 didn't have one. I was willing to adapt to that, but it didn't work from other reasons. It does have a shutter speed dial up here that will help me change the shutter fast. It also has an exposure compensation dial, very useful when you're shooting street photography and you're changing settings on the go. Also, it does have the joystick that it's very important to me. I like to change my focus points very fast. So if you're keeping it in the 90 focus points. It's gonna be easy to move the focus point all around the screen. Also, it comes with the same battery as the X-T3 and the X Pro 2, the cameras that I already own, and this is the W126S. It's not an amazing battery. The battery life, it's definitely not something to brag about, but I got used to it. I bought a lot of them, so now I can use them on this one as well. The EVF is bright and it's very sharp. I love the way it looks. I think it looks pretty close to the X Pro 2, if not better. But like I said, a full review will determine all this and the comparison. Also bought a grip for this camera because I have problem holding it. Now I realize that the grip is a little bit too big, and my fingernails are digging just right next to the mount, which will be cumbersome if you're putting a bigger lens on top of it. So this is the 23mm f1.4, and as you can tell, my fingers are kind of digging. They're not going all the way down, so I have to basically hold it with my the pinky and the next finger underneath the camera. So that is a bit cumbersome, but for now I'm trying to get used to it. If I don't like it, I'll take it down and just shoot the camera the way it is. It has a beautiful grip though. It's a special grip. Like I said, it's very close to a Leica in terms of usability, but it's a small camera and you can pocket this one. I actually wanted to show you my future setup, which I believe I'm gonna use for all my shots when I'm going on the street. This is the 27mm f2.8 that on this camera makes the camera look like a point and shoot. It's very small, and this one actually fits well, and my fingernails don't dig deep into the mounts. And I think this is the best setup for me. It's easy to throw in the pocket, it's easy to have it with you all the time and shoot amazing photos. The Fujinon 27 f2.8 that I reviewed in the past created a little bit of a drama on the channel because people were saying that it's not sharp, it's not reliable. Well, for me it is. It's not super fast in terms of autofocus, but it's better than the XF10. And with the X-T3 that has a very fast autofocus system, it feels very well. I actually shoot a lot of photos since I got it 2 days ago. But if you want to see, this is how fast it shoots. So I'm pressing basically on it and it focuses beautifully. I don't have any problems. So now you can see what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm in the area zone. It shoots pretty fast, probably half a second to acquire focus. Not bad at all. This is the camera that I'm gonna use from now on for street photography, and the one that is gonna follow me around when I'm going out to make these videos for you guys, and hopefully we're gonna be able to do it. The pandemic and now this wave of heat that raises the temperature to around 110 keeps me from going out during the day. I was thinking about doing and that's what's happening when you forget to turn your phone to silent. It's like Christmas. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Shut up. So nonetheless, like I said, this camera is gonna be with me and help me do the street photography that I love to do. Unfortunately, not very soon. We're waiting for this heat wave to go away, and then I'm trying to do some night photography using this camera and maybe the 5612 or the 2314 that I have right here. These are my favorite lenses in terms of low light. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of testing, a lot of shooting with this camera. This is pretty much it, guys. I'm super happy with my investment. I knew that I am leaning towards this camera because I had it in the past and I know the capabilities and whatever this camera can do. It's definitely way above the XF10, and as a reference point, I paid less than I paid for the XF10. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think I did a great investment. The camera is like in mint condition. It only came with the charger and the battery, but I don't care about the box that much as long as the camera looks good. It's not in warranty or anything else. That's what I'm losing, but hopefully it's gonna hold me a long time. Hopefully it's gonna get beat up just like the X Pro 2, which is in amazing condition, though it's a very old camera. It's around 20,000 actuations. This one I bought it to 3,000, so yeah, I think it was a good deal. Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to always be notified when I'm putting a video up, and also like the videos. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps people see my videos, and I will definitely see you in a bit.